The King reads comments. Alrighty, guys and gals, what's going on, everybody? It is Big E, and I am reading comments again. I've got pretty far behind. Before you say anything or notice anything, yes, I do look different. I tried to touch up my beard, a little gray in it, you know, and I left it in too long, and now it looks like this. Now it looks like I'm wearing a fake beard and mustache. Anyway, let's jump right into comments here. We have Nefarian down here on a New World comment. Couple of things. Once again, I'm trying to get you out of your misery a little bit. I do appreciate all your help. I have been struggling in this game. If you don't want to do dungeons or expeditions, as they are called here, abandon every quest that has that tag. You did this already, but you see the type also before picking the quest up at the faction guy. However, there is a dungeon finder, so you can just queue up if you want to get matched. Oh, nice. You can access this and a lot of other stuff by pressing escape and then look at activities on the top left. Thank you so much for that. I want to do this because I do want to try some of those expeditions. Yes, I do. Thank you very much, Nefarian. Number 2, if you want to push faction rep, enter a proper level area. Yeah, so, well, let me finish the comment, which you just decided on. Then travel to the city and find the faction guy. Avoid expedition quests. If there are only expeditions available, switch area. At this state, you should progress at least one more tier. Optimal 2 tiers for badass gear. Thank you very much. Don't buy anything below tier 3 or 4 for now. Okay. I need to stop wasting my money then. If you come across Close Corruption Breach faction quest, look at the map for red squares. You can hover over it. It tells you the recommended level. Avoid everything which is marked as group or level 55. Hope this helps. Looking forward to adventures in Restless Shore or Morningdale or Weaver's Fen. Those ones are okay as well. Cheers. Thank you so much for all of this information, Nefarian. I know this was 4 days ago. I really appreciate it. This is a big, big help for me. The thing that happens to me in a game, if I start getting a little frustrated with it or something, I try to just keep doing the same thing and continuing to be frustrated with it, which is crazy, right? But this is super helpful. And I've just kind of realized I need to look at the map based on my level, and then the levels of those areas, go there, speak to my faction representative. I'm just kind of starting to do that. Although the last video I did a main storyline quest that was a level 7 quest, and I am level 47. I've gotten all mixed up. I'm going to try to do better there. Really appreciate your comment. I really, really do. This is Montoya on the Shady Stuff in the Graveyard, Red Dead Redemption. Some hunting tips. If you study an animal, you have to get close enough. The game will tell you the best weapon to use against it. I did not know that. It can also check the compendium to see some of its characteristics, behavior, and habitat. So I've not been close enough for that. All I've really seen when I study an animal is it'll tell me like what it is and how many stars it is. Thank you so much for that. As you noticed, when you aim at an animal, it'll also tell you how many stars it has before you kill it. If the animal is only 1 star quality before killing it, it won't matter how you kill it, essentially, because the pelt will be poor, right? If you want perfect quality pelts, you have to check the animal, make sure it's 3 stars before killing it, right? I've just kind of started to figure this stuff out. For hunting the legendary animals, the clues the game tells you to look for are highlighted in yellow when you use Eagle Eye. You will be able to track the legendary animal if you approach and inspect the clue. This game has around 200 species of animals, each with its own behavior. You can even see animals hunting each other or even playing dead to confuse you. This is crazy to me. Thank you very much for this. I've got a lot to learn in this game still, and I'm just getting to the point where some of it's starting to make sense, which is sad because we're 25 episodes in. Thank you so much for all of these detailed comments. I really appreciate this. I really do. Thank you, Montoya. This is Granziver, at 9:30. I will be honest, until Drew chose Covenant for us, I had always been Marauder. Oh, that's on the New World episode. Yeah. And somehow I accidentally picked up a Marauder faction quest or something, and I can't seem to get rid of it. But I don't think I want to do that because I'm Covenant. I don't think I want to be doing stuff for the Marauders, but it's weird that I could pick it up, and it's even weirder to me that I can't get rid of it. Thank you for that, Glenn. Appreciate it. Saved by Grace, you have a beautiful voice. Oh, wow. Well, thank you. I really appreciate that. I don't think so, but I don't think anybody thinks their voice sounds good. But that's a nice comment. Thank you very much. I'm glad to see you are still here. That's on my reading comments, number 2. Fly Jumbo Man, what's going on, brother? I think I speak for more than myself when I say I watch because you talk about random things other than the game. Yes, I do. It makes your videos unique to you. Well, that's a very nice comment. Thanks. I know I can go too far and talk about stuff that's way too personal. I have done this many times. It's just kind of the way I am. I really appreciate you saying that, though. That makes me feel good. It does. This is Ojemi. The king is back. We shall keep commenting. I love that you're using the emotes. I think it was Touch Me Nancy or Duck Lord who created most, if not all, of these emotes. I just like seeing it. Thank you, Ojemi. Appreciate it. Saved by Grace. This is on the Iron Man Challenge. There is an easier technique to do the Naga invasion at Faldir's Cove. Go up to the top of the ship. There's a cannon up there. What? At the first sight of Naga, click the cannon. It will kill all Naga of that wave. Wait for the next Naga to appear and repeat for all 3 waves. Done. No risk of dying. I had no idea that was a thing. And I have been doing this quest for years. I've never seen the cannon. Thank you for that tip. I will remember that next time I'm in Faldir's Cove. Definitely. Awesome tip there. Typical Liam, I'd be 100%. I'd 100% listen to a Christmas Carol album from you. Okay. That's on reading comments. I don't think you guys want to hear me singing Christmas carols. What's sad is I don't really know any Christmas carols. I didn't have that kind of upbringing, really. This is JWPNC 1. Yes, he's a new member. What's going on? I think you may have told me your name. I'm terrible at names and can't remember. This is on episode 1 of the Cataclysm Classic. Looking forward to this playthrough. Thank you for watching. Thank you for commenting. Thank you so much for becoming a member, man. Seriously, it's just amazing. Thank you so much. Cynics. Justice points is what's used to buy max level gear at 85. This is pre-raid gear, similar to the badges of X and Wrath of Lich King. Okay, thank you. I should have known that when I first saw in the spellbook where it said justice points are increased by 10%. I couldn't remember what justice points are, but yeah, now it's kind of clicking to me. Those were also later in the game too, right? I think those were also in Mist of Pandaria and all of that. And there was a different kind of points as well. Thanks, Cynics. Appreciate it, man. Eden says, oh boy. Thank you. That's on the Cataclysm Worgen Warrior. Another comment on the spit it out, Porky Pig. Cataclysm Classic. This is Rob Bronford. How you doing, Rob? Cata Hype. Excited for this one, my man. Thank you. Appreciate it. Good to see you. Eden, as a blind person, thank you for reading out a lot of things. Could you also read the stats of the gear you get? I hope you tank Sworded Shield. I hope you tank Sworded. Oh, I hope I tank with the shield. Yeah. Thank you, Eden. Yeah, I will absolutely do that. Whatever piece of gear I pick up, I'll make sure I go over it. I can also go over the current gear that I have. That way, whenever I swap something out, we know what's changing. Thank you for the comment. I'm a pretty bad tank. I mean, I'm pretty bad all over. I don't know. I did heal battlegrounds and stuff, and I've healed dungeons. I think healing to me is much easier than tanking. DPS is just really chill for me because I'm usually a ranged class, but I may try tanking in Cataclysm. But here's the thing about this Let's Play. I don't know if I should continue the Worgen because it's going to be finished up, like the starting zone is really what I wanted to go through. But I have Finn, who is a level 80 hunter, who I could level up to 90, right? And we could do dungeons and, maybe some raids and stuff like that. I'm not sure of what I'm going to do yet, but I do think I am going to roll Goblin just to go through that starting zone, just like I've done with the Worgen, because I just love the zones. They're really cool. Thank you for your comment, Eden. I really appreciate it. Publicly subscribed to me for 3 months. Thank you for listening. I really, really appreciate it. This is from Mega Tutu. I love that name there. Looking forward to this. This is on Cataclysm Classic. Yeah, I'm much more hyped about it than I was when I heard they were releasing it. I really was. This is Grandsever. This is on New World, episode 22. At 22:30, I'm not sure if you ever played the MMO Rift, but if when you played as a dwarf during the early years of the game, you didn't take fall damage as a dwarf, it was so fun to climb up a mountainside and then suicide dive off it, only to get up and brush yourself off. I never played that game, Rift. I've heard of it for sure, but I've never played it. That's interesting. Yeah, apparently in New World, somebody else told me that you don't die from fall damage. You'll just take whatever amount of health comes out, but you don't die. I kind of like that. It makes traversing the terrain a little bit easier. Thank you, Glenn. This is Mr. Bill Willis. He's OG on the channel. He is a member, a long-term sub. There is his 1-year badge right there. Now that you're at rank 2 Covenant, you'll see the Covenant vendors sell stuff that will level up your mining, logging, skinning, etc. Gives you an item to take the smelter tanner, etc., but you can only use them once per day. Oh, okay. I didn't know that. I did get the upgraded tools, I think, from her. But I've not seen the smelter tanner item. I'll have to look at that. Thank you, Bill. Appreciate it, man. Here's Glenn on the New World, episode 24, 435. It seems that not only do you live forever on this island, you all seem to go bald on the top as well. Yeah, I was probably making fun of an NPC. There, I do that quite a bit. 640, he just wants to buy a house. The last good brother or brothel burnt down, and he thinks you could create a thriving business. Wink, wink. Let's see what this is. 640. I love the timestamps. We will be buying a house eventually. There you go. Not right now. Oh, Grace O'Malley. Grace O'Malley. She's always... I feel like we're being stalked a little bit by Grace. There we go. I was in full screen there. Yeah, I do want to buy a house. I probably have enough money to do it now. I'm assuming if it costs money. I just got to figure out like where, because I think I can get a discount in certain places. Probably if I'm more well known, I can probably get a discount on a house or something. But I kind of want to do that. And I might spend an episode, maybe 2, buying the house and then decorating it. Because I've seen houses, when you go into town and stuff, and just completely decked out with all kinds of weird stuff. This is on episode 25 of New World. This is Grandsever. I know this probably won't help you now, but you do get... Wait, but what you do to get a group is just open up your map and hover over the arcs. That is the expedition, and it will allow you to join the queue for the place. Okay, good to know. So it looks like there's 2 ways to do this. Yeah, I'm definitely going to do it because I have a couple of them now, and I don't want to out-level them. I may actually already be out-leveled for one of them, but I want to do some of those. Even if it's just with random people or whatever, because I've never experienced the expeditions in New World yet, and I want to see what it's like. Can't wait to see you in the guild if you join. A lot of people have been asking if you've done it yet. No, I've not joined the guild yet. No, I did two episodes back to back. So you guys didn't know the name of my character. Um, but I think I don't want to give too much away of where I am. But if you see Talking Horn online, yeah, give me an invite. I'd appreciate it. Um, yeah, thank you. At 13:15, you still need to tag it first in Kata. Okay, so yeah, I wasn't sure about this. The reason I got confused is because I was watching Mr. Pandaria remix. That they have AoE looting and the no tag thing in Mist of Pandaria and forward, I guess. I thought it was in Cataclysm, but it is not. There's no AoE looting, and the tagging thing, it's still whoever gets to it first. So, but thank you for clarifying, Glenn. I finally figured that out. Only because I was like, well, I'm not AoE looting, and the tagging's not working. So I don't know how others feel, but I think the best way to level a warrior is prot. Really, like with the shield and the sword there. Maybe I give it a shot. I think. Well, I don't know what I have spec'd into here. I always usually just kind of go like a DPS thing. Prot must be safer for sure. Thanks, Glenn. I appreciate it. This is on Sons of the Forest, episode 2. I'm going to say right now, I'm trying to get the sound right on the Sons of the Forest. I add my own stuff to make it even creepier. If I go into a cave, if I come across a cannibal or something, if it's scary enough, I'll add my stuff. And the latest episode coming out should be a little bit better. I think it's episode 3. It might be episode 4, but especially after episode 3, hopefully the sound will be a lot better. I know it's really loud. But I've seen comments that it's like my ears. I'm going to try to do much better. I guess just slide the volume down, but I don't want it to interfere with whatever, if I happen to be narrating. There's not a whole lot of narration in this particular Let's Play just because of the type of Let's Play that it is, but I'm going to get better on it. I got a little bit ahead. Where am I at here? Here we go. This is Cynic's Sons of the Forest. You actually got lucky with that shark. Usually there's 2 of them, and they are on the way when you're swimming up, and they circle the boat. Really. Yeah, there was a shark, and I did get bit swimming off. I'm pretty sure I got bit once. I'm glad I got lucky, man. This is Ojemi on Cataclysm Episode 1. Super excited to watch this Cata series. Keep up the great work, E. I'd absolutely love to join the guild, but since I'm EU, it would be hell to play with 150 millisecond ping. Yeah, I've got a lot of people, well, not a lot, but we have a handful of people, EU and other places as well. Maybe one of these days, I'll maybe do like an EU server Let's Play or something like that. Thanks for watching, Ojemi. I appreciate it. I really do. And thank you for that lovely member badge, man. Saved by Grace on episode 114, Iron Man. Used to start the chicken quest. Just turning it in gave me 4,400 XP, I think. And that's not doing the escort. Once you turn in the initial quest, it will no longer drop for the zone. Oh, okay. That's a good amount of XP. I'm just worried about that quest in the hinterlands. Just because of where he goes, you get, I think there's at least 2. There might be 3 like ambushes. I have to think about that. But that is a lot of XP, though. It's 4,400 XP, not even doing the escort. Oh, so just the initial part of it before you start it. I see what you're saying there. Well, I can definitely do that. Thank you, Grace. I appreciate that. I believe this lovely commenter is Tara. Tara has been around for a very, very long time. How are you, Tara? I don't see you very often. Not sure if it's just me, but the game sounds are so loud. It's not just you. In comparison to your voice, I can barely hear you. Hugs. I'm so sorry. I got to do better here. I did edit the video and I was listening to the parts I was editing, obviously, when I added my own music, but I'm going to do much better. Because it's obviously way too loud. Hope you're doing well, Tara. If you see this, it's so good to see you again. Oh, Jimmy on Sons of the Forest. Man, when you were at the grave GPS marker, that crawler was creepy. Really good job with the added ambience. Makes it crazy intense. I love it. Well, thank you. I really appreciate that. I did this with the forest, the first game. I did kind of the same thing. I like doing it. I like kind of being creative and having fun. I agree with you. I think it does add a little more. I mean, it's already really creepy, that game, especially when you're in the caves. So I try to find the right kind of creepy or scary music to put in there, and I appreciate that comment. That cave at the end was scary. I don't think there are any survivors in there. I had a slight feeling that the natives have taken over everything. I'm not exactly sure which cave, but I've been in a handful of caves. All of them are terrifying, just nightmarish. It was the same thing in the first game. And they give you this lighter. So the lighter in the second game is different. It's almost, I don't know what it is. It kind of looks like an LED or something. But I got to be honest, sometimes it actually makes it's more scary with the lighter on, it seems like, because you have this, you can't see very far in front of you. And it's just, I got to figure something else out. Flares work too, but yeah, the caves, I'm actually terrified of the caves. Like when I'm playing this game here by myself, I usually play it in the evening. I do that on purpose because my energy is a little bit lower than it is earlier in the day. And it's dark and I can just do my narration and try to, just try to get into it. But those caves, like I legitimately get kind of freaked out sometimes with this game. It's pretty scary, man. Typical Liam, my ears, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm going to do better here. I got to see how bad this is. I got to see. Let's open this. Oh, man. No, I didn't mean to do that. Darn it. Well, I was going to try to open it. We'll go back down here. Yeah, it'll get better. Okay. Sorry about that. I think I'm here. Wait a minute. I've not. I need to do that and that. Keep up the great work. Did I read this one? I think so. Oh, this is from Mega22. Awesome. Would love to see a stream for the Worgen. Keep up the great work. I'm trying to get back to that. I'm trying to get myself in the right headspace to stream again. It is a lot of fun. Really, really is. One of these days, hopefully, I'll be able to stream because I do miss hanging out. We have some regulars that show up, and it's just always, always a lot of fun. This is LTS C3S. You are correct. Feed pet only raises happiness, doesn't heal. Also, I meant to mention a few videos ago, you don't need to reset your pet's talent points. The new cost of the higher rank is reduced invisibly by the cost of the previous rank. Oh, that's interesting, man. Keep up the excellent progress. Thank you so much for this. It looks like you might be a new commenter. I love seeing new commenters. So this is something I've been wondering about ever since I played the game. So the pet food, like if my pet is low on health, if I feed him, he doesn't get, and I suspected this, he doesn't get the heal from the actual food like you would if you ate it. It's just a happiness thing. So this kind of tells me you might be able to feed your pet just kind of crappy or cheap food just to get him happy and you're good to go. Thank you for confirming that. I really appreciate it, man. Seriously. And that's interesting about the talent points. I didn't know that it worked like that. This is Montoya, Burn It All Down episode, Red Dead Redemption. 3533, that's just your health increasing By doing stuff like fighting or running regularly, you can improve your stats. Let's see what this is. Thank you for time stamping.
You can hold up in here till it
I
gets
got
dark.
plus. Oh, okay. Positive honor there. Hold on. I think I remember
Because of
this.
some folks got all the money.
After I kill this guy, something pops up over here.
Faces imaginable,
Man, it's
eh?
so weird to see me on
While
the
the
screen.
average
I don't
man's-
like it. Yeah.
You can hold up
Okay.
in here till
Plus
it gets
5. It wasn't honor. It was a heart. Thank you for that. I just saw the plus. I wasn't really paying attention. I'm so used to seeing the honor, the positive or negative honor over there. Thank you, Montoya. This looks like a new person as well. I'm going to say your name completely wrong. Oh, it's Mercedes Lynn, 78, level 47, no talents, masterful. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. We're doing it on the Iron Man challenge, and I'm really hoping to get to level 60. Thanks for watching, and thanks for your comment there. I really appreciate that. 245, no, the king must read the comments. Wink, wink. What is this? See what this remove that or change it. I don't know. I just left it for now. Oh, that's the intro. That's the intro. I made a goofy intro to, well, it was probably on this video. Thanks, Glenn. I think we'd all love to see Funkmaster E play Hogwarts Legacy. I think it would blow his mind. So what's funny about Funkmaster E, if you don't know what that is, if you're like a newer viewer or something, it's a character I've done on the channel. And I actually today I just changed I have channel trailers, and I have two options. I can put a channel trailer for people who have not subscribed. If they come to the channel, there's a little thing they watch. And I usually put like I used to do highlight clips of stuff I thought might be funny. And then I have one for people who are already subscribed who come back to the channel. But Funkmaster E is currently in some of those. I think it's the very first highlight reel I did, highlight number 1 or something. It's the channel trailer. You can get a glimpse of Funkmaster E there. Yeah, Glenn, I think Funkmaster might break a little bit of immersion I have with Hogwarts Legacy. 1140. There are times that nothing scares me more than a knock on the door. And yes, even if I know it's coming or the phone ringing, I hate having these fears. But Yessie, I understand and I feel you, my friend. Okay, so I know what this is. So this episode, I was waiting for a delivery. There was somebody coming and I had to sign for it. And it had been killing me all day long, knowing that this person was going to knock. I got up 4 hours earlier than they were even going to be here, and I was just a wreck. Yeah, I know a lot of you understand that, like anxiety and stuff like that. Yeah, it was a rough day for sure. 2840, I created a tune on the Mix of Panteria remix and tried. I really tried, but I agree with you. It's not the game that we all played and love. I was leveling a blood tank DK. I got into dungeons and raids, and there was no challenge. It was like I could just roll my face across the keyboard and win. I want to have the thought. Thought. I can't die around any corner, and retail just doesn't do that anymore. So, yeah, this is Mist of Panteria Remix. It's just a temporary thing. I don't really think it's supposed to be like a classic Mist of Pandaria. I mean, it's obviously takes place there. I've been watching Travisine do his. It looks real interesting, and I know other people on the channel have done it and played it. And I guess the main thing you do with it is you get these. I can't remember what they are, but you can basically buy cosmetics, even mounts, and I think it's like account bound, so you can have them in the future. I don't know. It looks pretty fun. I've not tried it, but it does look pretty fun. I tend to knock things before I give them a fair chance. And I actually had fun in Mist of Pandaria. I was doing mostly achievements. I was like just this big achievement person during Mist of Pandaria. Like I got into archaeology. You can get there's at least one mount, maybe two from archaeology. The mount I got was a skeletal raptor. That was really cool doing that. And yeah, I feel like I like watching the remix more than I would probably like playing it for sure. At 3230, I always like the Bronze Man challenge you did. Oh, I did do the Bronze Man challenge, didn't I? I like the idea of being able to use equip things you make, like from blacksmithing or leatherworking, and buffs you can give yourself, even through professions, food buffs, alchemy. Yeah. So, in my opinion, this Bronze Man challenge that Glenn is talking about here, this should be like the solo self-found rules, more or less. I feel like, and I guess it kind of is. But I wish it would have been a little bit more strict. But yeah, I can't remember how long ago that Bronze Man challenge was, but I did have fun with that one. I think I called it the Bronze Man challenge because I knew I couldn't do the Iron Man, and I was changing stuff on the fly. Is it just me, or has E recreated that poor guy from the Wheatus video for Teenage Dirtbag? How hairy looks. I don't know what that is. But he's referring to Hogwarts Legacy, the way that my character looks. We've gotten some pretty odd gear, hats and like goggles and stuff. My character looks quite strange. But I don't know what that is. The Wheatus video, Teenage Dirtbag. I have no idea what that is. This is from Laria T. Sorry if I did your name wrong there. This is Hogwarts Legacy. Hi there, a couple of things, advices also from the past videos, but feel free not to read through to find out yourself eventually. No, I like stuff like this. I don't know if you figured it out by now. Hold on. Can I make this? I'm blind. There we go. It's a little bit bigger. While dueling, when you get the red round and pointy target over your head, it means that someone is going to attack on you, and you can just do Protego. Yes, I keep missing it. I'm so bad with keybinds, and I've been really struggling here in Hogwarts Legacy. And what's sad about it is it's not that many keys. I've just fat finger stuff, and it's been horrible. I'm just starting to get a little bit better in some of these episodes coming up. But yes, I keep missing that. And I'm pretty sure if you just tap Q, it'll put the shield up. But if I hold Q down, if I get hit while I'm holding it down, I think the whoever's casting on me gets stunned. Also, if any map comes on again, you found in the inventory where the crust is. You find it in the inventory where the crust is. Okay, thank you for that. It is a little bit tricky for me navigating a lot of this stuff. There's so many different, there's a gear slot. Well, you guys have probably seen it, but there's just so many different places where you can find things. What was, oh, sorry. There's kids outside. They walk past here sometimes, in the middle of the day for their school. And it always is weird to me. And for the eye trunk, I think you have to lower yourself or you will learn some spell to become invisible, something like that. So a little bit of a spoiler on the episode coming up. I actually do this. I do learn a spell. I can't remember what it's called. You're kind of invisible, but you use it you can sneak past people or whatever. But I did figure out if I use that spell, the eyeball on the trunk closes. So thank you for that. I really appreciate it. Thank you for watching and thank you for commenting. It's good to see new people here. Let me know if I pronounce your name correctly. Probably not. I'm so sorry. This is Ojemi on the Iron Man Challenge. Grats on 47. That first kill drop is really insane. Never seen that before. Oh, so this, I know what this is. That's on the Elite Ogres. We were trying to get Maury's clubbed foot. Got it off the first kill. That is insane. I've never seen that either. And I have done that quest so many times. It was crazy. to get it on the first kill. This is Fly Jumbo Man. I feel you about the door anxiety. Last night was a nightmare. I was chilling, playing video games at like 2:30 a.m. Someone just came up and started knocking on my apartment door and windows. Super hard and screaming, I'm butt-ass naked and I need a phone. Sounds like somebody was drunk. Yeah, man, I would not handle that very well. So this would have probably pushed me like beyond. Like I probably would have went out and like run the person off or something. But yeah, man, that it's just so startling to me because I'm a hermit. I'm by myself. I've been alone for so long, and I really isolate myself. And nobody ever comes here, right? If every once in a while the like Amazon guy, he'll leave a package, he'll do a light little knock. But if I have these on with the like the sound deafening or whatever it is, I don't even usually hear it. But like an actual knock on the door would, it just, I don't know, it just crushes me. Also from Fly Jumbo Man, if you watch your chat window, you'll see how much happiness per tick he's getting. The higher level the food, the more happy the tick. I have tried to see this before, and I think what it is I have so many things turned off, not just my chat window, but like I have nameplates turned off. I have things that would pop up, resist and things like that. I think one of the reasons I don't see that when I do have chat open is because I have the option turned off. But I need to figure out how to turn it on because I actually would like, one of the things I like about being a hunter is the pet. I know it sounds kind of silly, but I like feeding it and, you know, RPing that a little bit. Thank you, Fly. I appreciate it. This is Ojemi on Hogwarts. When you hold your mouse over your gear pieces and press F, you can change the item appearance and change the way you look. I'm pretty sure you have some appearances from whenever you bought the game. Not sure, though. Give that a try and see what kind of cool looks you can put together. So somebody else told me this as well, and I've not tried it yet. But I did notice when I was doing an edit in the last video, I did see it pop up really quick. I've just never paid attention to it in the game. I think it is the F key, and I'm going to be see if we could do a little transmog on the character because I had these glasses. I don't know if I still have them. Is that video out yet? It might be. They're the weirdest thing. It's like one of the eyes on the glasses is like a dragon eyeball or something. It's crazy looking. Thank you, Ojemi. I appreciate it. That's Jamie. Appreciate it, man. Dustin says, I like the intro. Well, thank you. Oh, that's on the Worgen. Thank you very much. I usually do a custom intro for whatever Let's Play is going on. That's just a little something extra that I like doing. I like kind of getting creative. Try not to make them too long or too short and just try to find some funky music to go with it. Thank you, Dustin. I think AoE looting came out in Mist of Pandaland. Mist of Pandaland. That's what that should have been called. You are correct. It is Mist of Pandaria. Same thing with not having to, I don't think you have to worry about tagging mobs. Actually, I'm not sure about that, but I think. But AoE looting definitely was Mist of Pandaria. Dustin says, my cat is an orange tabby in real life. Interesting. I guess I must have, was looking at a cat or something. Oh, no, this is, what's her name's cat? I can't remember the cat's name. It's the old lady we have to help evacuate from the, from the island. That's cool. What's the cat's name? I need to know what the cat's name is, Dustin. Tag sharing was not introduced until Legion. Okay, this is what I was just wondering about, according to Wowhead and Google. All right. That change, I don't know if I liked it or not. I mean, well, here's the thing about what they really should do. Tag sharing should be across the board on a new server, like on launch day. For 24 hours, you have that. Trying to get a tag on a mob, like if you're a warrior or anything else, or a rogue or something, unless you're not sitting on top of a spawn point and just mashing your melee key, It's so tough to do if you're around like mages or like boomkins with moonfire, anything that has instant cast. That's good to know that it was in Legion. Thank you, Dustin. This is Cynics on Cataclysm, episode 2. The British accents they did for this zone are so far over the top. Yeah, they are. Blizzard has done this across the board, like with the trolls when they, the early trolls with the Jamaican accents, like completely over the top. They pretty much always go over the top. But one thing they did so well, in my opinion, in these early games was the voice acting, man. These guys and gals were so good. Like the goblin voices are so good. The original dwarf, man, just Malfurion, like that night elf voice, just incredible. But I agree with you, Cynics. It is over the top. Here's Ochemi with this. I don't know what that face is that I'm doing there, but nice episode E. Loving the Cata series. Keep it up. Thank you for watching. I appreciate it, man. I love the comments. This is from Mega22. I just love that name. I don't know why. Let's go. Intro looks awesome. Thank you, Mega22. I appreciate that, man. I really do. Boom, Boomy. Here he is, Mr. OG himself. He's been a member for 1 year. I almost choked on my coffee. A big barrel of unwashed, tangy hog ball. I don't know what this is. Do I want to see what this is? I always have to check Boomy's timestamps. Let's see what this is. Yeah, I want those companies to suck a big barrel of hog peters is what I want. Just a big barrel of hog balls. And I want the hogs to be unwashed so the balls are extra tangy. Okay. Saved by Grace is watching. I'm so sorry. Sometimes I get a little bit salty. Okay, Boomy, it's good to see you, man. I always love your timestamps. Hope you're doing well, dude. Here's Laria. I'm just going to say Laria because I don't know how to say this. This is on the Restricted Section Hogwarts Legacy Episode 6. Also, I don't know, but I have a feeling it's not necessary to open every trunk. You probably will still find them in other moments, like when it tells you your wardrobe is full. Oh, okay. Oh, so this is, yeah, so I was having trouble with gear slots or like inventory slots. And I also just recently realized I was looking at that completely wrong. It shows me, I think you have 20 slots and it'll say 20 of 20 or 16 of 20. I was looking at the specific things, and I'm not going to be able to explain it very well. I will hopefully in the next episode, but I understand what you're saying with that because I was going into my inventory. I was opening a trunk and I couldn't loot what was in the trunk. So I would escape and then go into my inventory, and I was trying to find something to delete. P.S. If you want to know more, definitely watch the movies. They're not as precise as the books, but they'll tell how light scares a devil's snare. You figure it out yourself with Lumos, but there are other small tricks, surely. I've not seen the movies or read the books. I mean, I've seen the first movie, most of it, but I am a really, really new person to this whole universe. So a lot of things, that you guys and gals are probably super familiar with are like brand new to me. Like I haven't even memorized the names, the different factions of the school. Slytherin, I'm Ravencrest, or no, Ravenclaw. Huff and Puffs, and no, it's not Huff and Puffs. I'm never going to say that one right. Pufflehuffs, something like that. And I don't even remember the other one. I eventually will probably read the books because my friend Heather is a huge Harry Potter fan, and she has the books, I think. So it would be interesting to go back and read the books now that I'm playing this game. But thank you for that comment. I appreciate it. This is from Dolores. Hi, Dolores. How's it going? Another fun video. Thanks for watching. Thanks for the comments. Good to see you again. Nice video, says Jorgovan. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Good to see new people. If you've been here, I don't know. I try to do my best with the handles that YouTube shows now, but I don't always recognize. But thank you for watching, and thanks for your comment. This is Glenn. Yep, it stinks, but no mob shearing or mass looting. Okay. That's, yeah, the Cataclysm. I was sure that was a thing in Cataclysm, but I was not right at all. 28, this is New World. The game heard you talking about how easy it has been, so it decided to kick you in the arse. Let's see what this is. I have a feeling I know. Okay, well, I'll tell you what. Oh, yeah, so let's check. I ran through a skull zone here. Yeah. Yeah, I'm dead. This is level 65. Yeah, I got owned. I think that's the second time I've run through a zone like that and just got obliterated. Thanks, Glenn. JW, going back in time machine, watching the older content. Keep it up. Great work. This is on Iron Soul Confirmed WoW Season of Mastery, Undead Priest Episode 6. Wow. Thanks for watching that stuff, man. I appreciate it. I don't know how good any of my old stuff is. I mean, I don't know how good any of my new stuff is. But I really appreciate you. Thank you so much. This is Cynics. Things are getting crazy already. This is on Sons of the Forest, a Visitor. That's the latest episode. Yeah. So I'm kind of not sure about this game. I mean, I love the game. But so the first time I played this in the forest, what I was going to do is play it until my character died. But at, I think one time I got captured, because that's the thing. I think it's the same thing with the Sons of the Forest, but I've not been in that position yet. But initially I was thinking I was going to play this game as just a survivor. I've only recently learned that my character is actually with the press or something. And I should have known that, because in the first episode, in the cutscene you do, there's this guy, he knocks us out after we wake up from the crash, and he pulls this thing off my shirt and it says press. And it didn't click into my head. But I've been playing it like I was part of the, I'm going to say the special ops team with Kelvin and whoever the other guy was. Kelvin is with us, but not 100% playing it that way. But I'm not sure how I've been. Like, in my mind, I was part of the team. But now that I know that this guy is like, he's with the press or something, I don't know. But I have a feeling this game is going to ramp up in intensity very quickly. I'm seeing so many more natives or cannibals, and I don't want it to end too soon. So what I'm really hoping is it's like the first game, and if I get overwhelmed by cannibals, they'll take me somewhere and hang me up, and I'll be free. Now, I think in the forest, if that happened 3 times, I think you died the 3rd time. So I'm just going to play it however it comes. And you guys have been really good about not giving me any spoilers or anything like that. But it is really ramping up in intensity, and I'm kind of worried about how well I'm going to do. Thanks, Cynics. I'm having a lot of fun with that. As a matter of fact, I'm recording an episode of the next episode tonight. This is from Steinarts. Clipping the last tick of serpent sting. Yeah, I do this a lot, man. And I try not to. Yeah, I've noticed sometimes it's way worse than other times. Usually I'm okay with it. Like, I don't really care that much if I chop a second or so off. It's, if I was like raiding or, or something like that, and I was trying to parse or, that would be different. Then I would probably have an add-on with cooldowns and all of that stuff. But just doing like the one-on-one solo stuff, it's not that big of a deal. But I know that I do that a lot. I catch myself doing it. Thanks for the comment. I appreciate it. It does. I don't like it when I do it. I'll say that. But I do find myself doing it quite a bit. This is Saved by Grace on the Iron Man Challenge. In order for FD to be resisted, feign death to be resisted, you need to be in line of sight of the mob. Some might say otherwise, and this might be untrue, but I've never had it resisted. Just run behind something if able, and then feign death. That makes sense to me. I've never thought about that or tried that. If a mob can shoot through the thing you run behind, it might be considered an LOS. Loving your run, and when I have the time, I plan on going back and watching from the beginning. Thank you very much for that. Saved by Grace was world first. What was it, Grace? Pacifist challenge, and I'm pretty sure several successful Ironman challenges. Just OG right here. That's interesting. That makes sense to me. That they would peel off of you, right? I'm going to keep this in mind. And if I'm not too panicky, usually what happens, if I'm in a situation where I have to feign death, I am already panicked. This is how I've died in every one of my hardcore challenges. There's always something I could have done. Not used a health pot, something. Because I just get into this kind of panicky and freezy state. I'm hoping that doesn't happen. But if I can remember to do this, I definitely will, for sure. Thank you for that tip. I really appreciate it. This is Jamie. What in the world, lady, is that? Okay, so this is Sons of the Forest. Also, I saw some seagulls ate the meat on the fire. Yeah, I saw that too, but I didn't want to. It was such a intense and weird moment in the game that I didn't want to yell at the seagulls, but I saw them doing that. So I actually know what she is, but again, I'm role playing that as much as I can. So in the opening scene in the first episode, we're looking at a file, and there's three people. There's an old guy, an old woman, and their daughter. And I think their last names are Puffton. The daughter's name, I think, is Virginia. Now, what's weird about this is she was also in The Forest, unless I'm thinking of something completely different. But I have a feeling, I'm not sure yet, but it looks like the girl in the picture. I think that's who we're seeing. And I haven't said anything about it like my character. But one of the things I'm going to start doing in this Let's Play, my character is going to keep, I'm going to call it a journal or a diary. And it might be it'd probably be at the beginning of an episode. I'm going to, as this I'm reading to myself, I'm just going to kind of go over, maybe I'm talking to Kelvin. And this is another way that this will help me as well to kind of go over what's happened so far and maybe give me things to do or what we need to do, like defenses. But I'm pretty sure that this mutated woman is the daughter of the people that we're supposed to be searching for. And I am going to play that in this game because that's something we saw in the opening scene. So I'm going to play that out and try to find these people. But right now, I think what I'm doing in this game is checking all of these GPS markers that we have and looking for survivors. Then I'm going to focus on some shelter. And then maybe, okay, we're here for a reason. Let's see if we could find these people. But yeah, she's freaky. I'm glad she's not hostile. That's for sure. Yeah, if you don't know anything about The Forest, this game is real creepy. It really, really is. I can't tell if those natives are just careful and want to warn you to not come close, even though their behavior clearly shows as aggressive, or if they actually want to hurt you in Kelvin. But man, are they creepy. They are creepy, and they are hard to read, for sure. They definitely are hostile because of all of the bodies and stuff all over the island. But my character in game, and I'm role-playing it the same way, he doesn't really quite know how to read them either because they're almost like passive-aggressive at this point. But if this game is anything like the first game, this is going to ramp up. The longer you survive on the island, the more you'll see of the cannibals and these freaks. and the more aggressive they become. And I think eventually they'll start patrolling and they'll start actively hunting you, and way worse than that. So it's going to get real quick in there. Oh, we're at the last comment here. Jamie says, sick lab you found. The 3D printer seems like a lifesaver, but what if someone alive in there finds out you've been using it? There has to be some kind of human scientist in there. This is making me want to get and play the game myself. I cannot recommend this game enough, Jamie. It is real good, and it's also super punishing. I don't think you really have to play the first game first to play this game, but I'm pretty sure there are going to be things in this game that relate to the first game. I would say 100%. Based on the opening that we saw, I don't know if you remember that. He pulls his sleeve up, and there's a tattoo. I think it says hunt demons or kill demons. I don't know. I'm not exactly sure who my dude is, but I have kind of an idea. I also have an idea of what else we might find on this island, but this is brand new to me. I went out of my way for the last year to not watch Let's Plays on this. I wasn't watching. My favorite person who plays the forest is a guy called Farket. He's Australian. Now, I've seen the first season, everything he's done in his first season. He does mostly, he'll do guides as he's playing, but he's really knowledgeable about the game. And he's a master builder, in my opinion. And he just makes it look easy. But this game is super punishing. The first time, I actually played the forest after watching this guy's channel, but I just kept getting caught and kept dying. And it was... But there's different ways you can play it. You can adjust the level, how hostile things are. You can also play in peaceful mode if you just want to build, which isn't a bad idea, just to get used to gathering and building and all of that kind of stuff, and then going back in and playing like a normal game or a hard game. But I would highly recommend either one of the games. There are definitely differences I can see already between this first game and the second game, but they're both so good. So good. I shouldn't have anything held for review. I don't. Oh, this is one. Serial Killer Clue number 2, Red Dead Redemption from Montoya. This game didn't let you interact with the safe, but I think you could have opened it with dynamite. The lock breaker might work as well. So this is a great tip. So I do know what you're talking about. We did run across some not so pleasant guys trying to rob a safe. I ended up killing both of them, and the safe was just there on the ground, and I couldn't get into it. But I have come across something called Lock Breaker, and I think I bought it, but this is after the safe here. I didn't even think about dynamite, but you're probably right. This is what I love. People kind of push me in the right direction without actually saying it, but thank you, Montoya. I appreciate that, man. I really do. Let's go to the chat tavern here. There we are. Let me close that one down. Yeah, this is... I left the die in too long. That looks weird. Anyway, that's it for me. Holy moly, this ran an hour. That's because I was so far behind on comments. I'll try to do this on a regular basis. Sometimes if I don't want to get too far behind, what I'll do is I'll just do I'm going to say old school. I'll just reply to the comments with a handwritten thing, which I also like doing. This is fun to do this as well, just because it gives me a chance to just kind of be, like interact. And I like reading the comments, and it's, sometimes they're funny and sometimes they're helpful, and, I just enjoy it. So thank you for watching this complete nonsense. Thanks for everybody who's watching, and thank you to my subscribers, and a big, big thank you to my channel members. You guys and gals are really, really helping me out in a very difficult time, and I appreciate it. But that's it for me. I will see you in a future episode of something. Peace.